The simple truth. SDG. I've started to sign my work by adding SDG to my name. And a friend asked me why I do that. The truth is, it gets to the soul of being an artist. I'd like to explain why. Have you ever been to an art museum? If you have, you've no doubt seen work you could not replicate in 1,000 lifetimes. You've also probably seen work that made you think, what on earth is that doing here? I get it, art is subjective. One man's trash is another man's treasure. And I can relate, there is some work I love, and others I could do without. But I want you to remember something, both the work you love and the work you, well, don't. All of it is hanging in the same museum. How did it get there? My conclusion, and I think I am right, is this. The artist made his work as he saw fit, and when he finished it, he hung it on the wall and owned it. He signed his name to it and stood by it. And some people, not all people, just some people looked at it and loved it. That's part of the secret to being an artist. You make what you feel led to make, knowing it won't please everyone, but some people will love it. The people who love what you do are your audience, and they are your tribe. And if enough people love what you do, you just might end up in a museum someday. The stuff that I post, the songs, the writings, the art, the presentations, all of it, are the work I feel led to do. And I have decided that I don't have to wait for someone to pick me. I am putting it out there for the world to see. I know it won't reach everyone, but my prayer is that it will be used to reach and touch and bless someone. Even if it just speaks to one heart, that will be enough. Part of it, though, is I need to sign it and claim it as my work. As a person of faith, a Christian, this presents a dilemma. I believe my inspiration comes, at least in part, from God. And the only reason I say in part is because I am aware that there is a real possibility that I could get into my own head and create something that is too much about me. All I really want to do with my work is serve and bless people and glorify God, while being painfully aware that sometimes I will miss the mark. But there's something else. Most of my work is derived to some degree from God's Word. And while I want to claim the work that I do, I also acknowledge that the idea and the ability to carry it out come from God. And I don't want to take glory that doesn't belong to me. Johann Sebastian Bach showed me the answer. No, I am not channeling him, nor am I in any way comparing anything I have ever made to the genius that Bach was. But I do like how he signed his work. He used to sign his work with 3 letters, SDG. They are first letters of the Latin phrase Soli Deo Gloria, which means to God alone be the glory. At the end of the day, that's what I want my work to do. I want it to point to the one who gave me my gifts and give him glory. I want to say it's not about me or about my work. It's about Jesus when you look at my work. My prayer is that it draws you closer to him. How about you? One of the verses that has informed my ministry since the very beginning is 1 Peter 4:10, which says each one should use whatever gifts he has received to serve others, faithfully administering God's grace in its various forms. Basically, what that means is we need to use whatever gifts God has given us for God's glory and our neighbor's good. If we will do that, we just might point others to Jesus and become instruments of his grace to the world around us. Colossians 3:23-24 reminds us, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward, it is the Lord Christ you are serving. We need to offer our gifts to the Lord by using them to serve and bless the world around us, to the glory of God, Soli Deo Gloria. To God alone be the glory. SDG, and that is the simple truth.